Joining us for our player interview here on Blitz are a couple of the White County star guards. We have Jadon Yeh and Silas Mulligan. Guys, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it. Appreciate you getting out of class.
Yeah.
That's right. So Silas, we'll start with you, man. What was it like for you? You know, you had a stellar football season, a great year for you guys as a team and for you individually, but so much of this roster plays basketball and football, right?
Yeah.
So many of you had to go from that transition from the gridiron to the hardwood. What was it like for you to kind of get your basketball legs under you when you made that transition?
Well, it was a lot different because football condition and basketball condition are two different things, and we got plugged in immediately as soon as we got out of football, so we had to transition real quick.
What's the hardest, you mentioned the conditioning being different, what's the hardest thing for you to kind of get used to when you make that transition?
Probably running constantly all the time, the whole time, because I played running back, so I was out for 2 plays or something. Just
Yeah, and that you're right. Yeah, you're not running consistently. It's just more like bursts on the football field. So, Jadon, for you, man, talk about this team has been incredible to watch. You're 10-1 in region play, so you're atop the region standings. You've locked down a state playoff berth as well. 13-5 overall. If you were to go back at the beginning of the year and look at where you're at now, is this kind of where you think this team is going to be at this point?
Oh yeah, definitely for sure. Because we knew we could come in and compete with any team in the region, and we could, go 10-1 and 13-5 and stuff like that. And we just knew we were being able to win the region from the get-go.
Yeah, so a lot of confidence there early on in what this team could accomplish. And whether you perceived it or not, I mean, there is a lot of hype. Again, to top the region with a 10-1 record there. Number 8 state ranking. You're coming in with eight straight wins going into your game against Lumpkin County on Friday night. So with all that hype, how important, Silas, is it for you guys to remain humble? Because it can be easy to get caught up in that.
I feel like staying humble is what we did all year, and we just snuck up on people because people wouldn't expect us to come out and play like we played the first couple of games.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yep. And when we go back, the first game against Dawson County, it's probably one of my favorite that I've seen over the last several years for guys basketball, just because of the way that it ended. I mean, it was such a good game. Jadon, you had the spectacular play, and we're going to put that up here in just a second, where final seconds, tied game, Dawson has the ball, so everyone in the building thinks Dawson's going to get a shot for the buzzer beater opportunity, and you steal the inbounds pass, you go in, 3-point play. Walk us through what that whole play was like.
Well, we were in a tough game the whole game. I think we blew a lead or something like that, and we knew we needed a big play, get a stop. They were shooting the lights out of it, so we knew we needed to stop, and just on the inbound, just chasing them, and the ball just presented itself. I just ripped it and went down and made a play on the other end.
Yeah, and you were calm and collected at the charity strike too there to knock that down. But I know that it's like a dagger to them, and a great game by both teams. But was that in any way kind of a switch for you guys? Because it seemed like it propelled the rest of the season.
For sure. Because we just got our football players back. It was our first region game, and I think it really sparked us. And now we've gone 10-1 in the region, and we've won 8 straight, and the only loss we had was a close one in Cherokee Bluff. So I think really set us forward for the whole season.
Absolutely. Silas, for you individually, in that game against Dawson, and then the second go-around against Dawson too, just as a couple examples that I personally got to see, there's times where you get really, really hot out there, man. And you play with a lot of emotion. So what's that like for you when you're just hitting shot after shot? It's really fun to watch you kind of come out and just you can tell you're enjoying the moment. But what is it like when you're on fire like that?
It's real fun, honestly. I'm having fun, my teammates are having fun. That's the only way to play basketball, if you have fun, and that's how we play, and that's how we always win.
Yeah. Well, that I think that's a telltale sign to see that you guys are having fun doing it. Usually translates to even more wins down the road. So Jadon, for you, you can kind of close this one out for us, but one of the things that this team's been able to do is go ahead and lock down a state playoff berth, and I know that's just the tip of the iceberg for you guys. You guys want more than that, but what does that mean for you, and how much does that play into the goals and ambitions of what this team set out to do? Because this team hasn't been to state since you guys have been here.
No, for sure. Our goal was just to win the region, compete and stuff, but also just to make a deep run in state and keep our momentum going from our region play into teams when we play against all across the state.
Well, congrats, guys, on a great season so far. And as we said, I know there's still a lot of work to do, so we're excited to see how far you can take this thing.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.